Good morning, myself Dr. Amit Kumar. Today I will discuss the Bharatiya Sakshya Adhiniyam 2023, why the Indian Evidence Act replaced by the Bharatiya Sakshya Adhiniyam 2023. What is the need for the new law? First of all, before we start the topic, the Bharatiya Sakshya Adhiniyam, we will discuss the historical background of the Bharatiya Sakshya Adhiniyam 2023. Why the Bharatiya Sakshya Adhiniyam is required for the new criminal law. Indian Evidence Act 1872 is a law that plays a significant role in determining the concept of admissibility of evidence in the court over the year. The Act underwent amendment in the year 2000 and 2013 to align with the contemporary needs of the people. Moreover, multiple suggestions for the Indian Evidence Act were mentioned by the Law Commission on matter including admissibility of police, confession, custodial violence, and government privilege in evidence and cross-examination. To improve the justice delivery system, the Minister of Home Affairs on August 11, 2023 introduced the Bharatiya Sakshya Bill 2023 in Lok Sabha. The same was withdrawn on 12th December 2023 and consequently the Bharatiya Sakshya Second Bill 2023 was introduced in the Lok Sabha on 12th December 2023. Further, the Bharatiya Sakshya Adhiniyam Bill 2023 was passed in the Lok Sabha on 20th December 2023. Following this, the Bharatiya Sakshya Adhiniyam Bill was introduced in the Rajya Sabha on 21st December 2023 and was passed on the same day. Furthermore, on December 25th, 2023, the bill received the assent of the President of India. After receiving the assent, the bill became an act known as the Bharatiya Sakshya Adhiniyam 2023. The Bharatiya Sakshya Adhiniyam 2023 replaced the Indian Evidence Act 1872. It was approved by both the Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha on December 25th, 2023. The key objective of the Bharatiya Sakshya Adhiniyam are to modernize, simplify, and streamline how evidence is presented and interpreted inside the court. Such modern provision will make judicial system more technology enabled, fair and efficient compared to the Indian Evidence Act. Bharatiya Sakshya Adhiniyam is a simplified, clear and visible address challenges like cybercrime and vulnerable groups. The Bharatiya Sakshya Adhiniyam is simplified, streamlined and modernized version of the evidence rule, which came into existence by replacing the century-old Indian Evidence Act 1872. Though the Bharatiya Sakshya Adhiniyam retained many of the provisions of Indian Evidence Act, but in the revised and modernized form. Besides, Bharatiya Sakshya Adhiniyam also inserted certain new points for the ease of judicial trial and make the system more transparent. 23 section has been modified and 5 section has been repealed and one newly added section gave birth to the newly Bharatiya Sakshya Adhiniyam 2023. Bharatiya Sakshya Adhiniyam, which means Bharatiya means Indian, Sakshya means evidence, Adhiniyam means act, or Sahita means code. The followings are provision from the Indian Evidence Act has been deleted from the Bharatiya Sakshya Adhiniyam Act. First, Section 3, Subsection J, India. It has been deleted by the Indian Evidence Act. Section 82, Presumption as to document admissible in England without the proof of seal or signature. It has been replaced by the Bharatiya Sakshya Adhiniyam. Section 188 presumption as to telegraphic message is also replaced by the Bharatiya Sakshya Adhiniyam. Section 113 proof of cessation of territory. Section 166 power of jury or assessor to put question. These are the section has been repealed by the Bharatiya Sakshya Adhiniyam. Major changes have been made in the Bharatiya Sakshya Adhiniyam. First, territorial application of the Bharatiya Sakshya Adhiniyam. Section 1 of the Indian Evidence Act specified the application of the act to the entire territory of the India. However, Section 1 of Bharatiya Sakshya Adhiniyam lack this provision. This omission is likely intended to facilitate the admissibility of digital evidence originated from the location outside India. Definition. One of the primary changes brought by this act is the placement of the definition of may presume, shall presume, and conclusive proof that has been explained in the section 4 of the Indian Evidence Act. The same have been merged into the definition part of the section 2 of Bharatiya Sakshya Adhiniyam. Third change has been made in the document. In the earlier act, the scope of definition of a document as explained in section 2 of Indian Evidence Act was narrow, limiting itself to the merely containing writing, printed words, a map plan, inscription, and a caricature. Now the scope of the definition of a document provided under section 2, subsection 2D of the BSA has been widened by having including electronic and digital records as part of document. Section 2, subsection D further accommodate a new illustration defining electronic records including emails, server logs, documents on computer, laptop, smartphone, message, website, locational evidence, and voicemail message stored in the digital device. Evidence. One of the more progressive change introduced in the Bharatiya Sakshya Adhiniyam include the change in the definition of evidence as provided in section 2E. Accordingly, electronic evidence is allowed in the form of a statement given by the witness in relation to matter establishing credible facts under inquiry. This also means that witnesses can now appear virtually before the court and produce evidence under section 2 subsection I, making the carrying out of the justice delivering process a lot more convenient and streamlined. Confession. The section 24 of Indian Evidence Act elucidates the confession given by the accused would be considered irrelevant in court proceeding if obtained by threat, inducement, promise, and that the accused can gain certain advantage on the charge framed against him. However, Section 22 of Bharatiya Sakshya Adhiniyam not only introduced the coercion as part of the grounds given above, but also as per the proviso provided in the Section 22, the confession fails to be irrelevant if the court is the opinion that such has been fully removed as the time confession was made. Further, if the confession would have been otherwise relevant, mere ground of it being obtained under the impression of secrecy, deception, intoxication, and lack of compulsion would not be render it irrelevant. Deemed joint trial. A joint trial refers to a trial wherein two or more accused persons facing accusation in the same case are tried together. Section 24 of the Bharatiya Sakshya Adhiniyam deals with the consideration of proved confession and the effect thereof against the accused in the joint trial. The explanation second of this section has been an efficient addition in the same addressing the situation wherein a absconding accused or accused who fails to comply with a written proclamation of summon by the court issued under the section 84 of Bharatiya Nagrik Suraksha Sahita 2023 has been dealt with. Accordingly, such a trial of more than one person following the situation provided the explanation second shall be deemed to be a joint trial. Scope of the expert. The ambit of the term expert has been expanded to include person especially skilled in any other field under section 39 of the Bharatiya Sakshya Adhiniyam so as to help the court to form relevant opinion. Another change has been made. Judicial notice. Section 52 of Bharatiya Sakshya Adhiniyam enable the court to take judicial notice of the law having extraterritorial treaties, agreement and convention with the country. Decision made at international association or other bodies. Seal of tribunals, state legislature and the territory of India which its predecessor lacked. Parity in the admissibility of electronic evidence. In legal context, parity is said to exist when two things are equal to one another. Section 61 of Bharatiya Sakshya Adhiniyam seeks to establish parity between electronic or digital records and other documents by establishing that said parity shall not be denied on sole ground of the former being electronic or digital records, and further calls upon such records for being provided with the same legal effect, validity, and enforceability as given to other document. Primary evidence is another change. The original document produced for the inspection to be done by the court provided in the section 62 of Indian Evidence Act and in the section 57 of the Bharatiya Sakshya Adhiniyam have been further enhanced to support for new explanation about electronic and digital evidence. Another change, creation and storage in the multiple files, production from the proper custody and video recording, storage and simultaneous transmission, broadcast of transfer to another. Multiple storage, spaces and temporary files. Another change has been made in the secondary evidence. The ambit of the secondary evidence has been widened under section 58 of the Bharatiya Sakshya Adhiniyam Act, including oral evidence, written submission, and evidence given by expert after examining the document. Another change has been made relating to certificates. Section 63, subsection 4 or subsection C of Bharatiya Sakshya Adhiniyam requires for a certificate which is to be deal with the admissibility of electronic records so as to ascertain the identification of the said record and the manner in which it was produced, among other things. Concurrently, a certificate has been annexed in the schedule providing the Adhiniyam. The certificate further aims to carry out the authentication and verification of content of electronic records, acting in accordance with the condition laid down in section 63 subsection 2 of Bharatiya Sakshya Adhiniyam. Another change has been made. Section 73 of Bharatiya Sakshya Adhiniyam, section 73 of the Indian Evidence Act specifically address the verification of digital signature. This involves the production of digital signature certificate and the application of the public key listed therein to verify the authenticity of the digital signature, whereas Section 73A deals with the traditional signature writing or seals. It outlines the method for comparing the items with the others that have been admitted or proved to be verify their authenticity. Another change has been made Section 74 of Bharatiya Sakshya Adhiniyam and Indian Evidence Act. Bharatiya Sakshya Adhiniyam categorizes document into public and private category. The approach taken by Bharatiya Sakshya Adhiniyam to consolidate and classification may streamline legal process by providing all relevant information in one place, whereas Indian Evidence Act 2 section could have emphasized the legal distinction and implication of each category. This classification impact everything from evidence admissibility to public access and document handling procedure in legal setting. Another change has been made colonial and antiquated terminology, including references to entities such as Parliament of the United Kingdom, Provincial Act, London Gazettes, Commonwealth, Privy Council, Queen, Printer and Her Majesty, as well as colonial proclamation and orders in Section 77 of the Bharatiya Sakshya Adhiniyam, which correspond to Section 78 of the Indian Evidence Act. Section 79 of Bharatiya Sakshya Adhiniyam corresponding to Section 80 of the Indian Evidence have been eliminated. Another change has been made Section 88 Bharatiya Sakshya Adhiniyam and Section 86 of Indian Evidence Act geographical scope. Section 88 Bharatiya Sakshya Adhiniyam applied to judicial record of any country beyond India. It does not specify any particular jurisdiction or geographical limitation, whereas Section 86 of Indian Evidence Act applies to judicial record of any country not forming part of India or Her Majesty Dominion. This include a broader range of country but exclude territory under the Indian or British sovereignty. Another change has been made Section 112 Bharatiya Sakshya Adhiniyam or Indian Evidence Act 116. Bharatiya Sakshya Adhiniyam 112 deals with the burden of proof regarding the existence or cessation of certain relationships such as partner, landlord and tenant or principal and agent. It places the burden of proof on the person who deny the existence of these relationships after they are acting as such, and Indian Evidence Act Section 116 focus specially on the estoppel within the landlord-tenant relationship and the license of a person in the possession of a immovable property. It prohibits tenant or those claiming through them from denying the landlord's title during the tenancy. Similarly, it prevents the individual who enter property with the permission of the person in possession from denying that person title to possession at the time of granting the license. Another change has been made privileged communication. Section 165 of relating to production of document in the court upon being summoned to do so. However, the proviso inserted in the Bharatiya Sakshya Adhiniyam lies down that no court shall require any communication between the ministers and the President of India to be produced before it. Finally, I am concluding that the Indian Evidence Act play a vital role in the establishing truth during a trial. It is a critical part of the judicial process. Over the recent year, the Indian Evidence Act has undergone amendment to align with the contemporary needs of the people. Despite this, the existing Indian Evidence Act has not been kept up with the societal change and technological advancement. Therefore, the Bharatiya Sakshya Adhiniyam Act 2023 looks forward to establish harmony and technology and expedition in the prosecution process. It is very necessary to the need of the society. The Indian Evidence Act has been replaced by the Bharatiya Sakshya Adhiniyam 2023. Thank you.